Hey yo, GG's, Dundadas, hyenas. I said, hey yo, GG's, Dundadas, hyenas. Scoop Dogs learn from Scuba Steve, for criminal, y'all. I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedys doing his minimum march right here on YouTube. Dundada, we conducted ourselves the most highest. Dundada, likes what you make it. You can't love it, you can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. And we staying more weird than ever. God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret. We're doing our million march right here on YouTube. We're building our 2025 permits right here. We staying more weird than ever. I'm saying you put God first. If the actually did it, God simply worked. We're gonna stay more weird. You heard angels in the outfield. Like what you make it, you can't love it, you can't hate it. Life got meaning, so we gonna stay active. Yeah, so Big U, the Rolling 60s leader, Big U, It's a lot of situations that's going on with Big U, And Big U claims that he's only locked up right now because WACK 100, 600, Big Baby, Loose Cannon, and Black Sam, been talking about him, But that's not the only people that have been talking, The RW, the Rashawn Williams, mom been talking. And a lot of other people's been talking about a lot of your artists, the lady that said that they're your sister. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people a lot of people saying that, you know what I'm saying, you did them wrong, So it's not only them, but you know what I'm saying, he's saying that they the snitches, they gotta get dealt with, WACK 100 claims that he haven't been saying nothing but helping them, so he feels like he been helping them, like he ain't been ran, So they've been going back, but they've been going back and forth. But in reality, Black Sam, he been going on interviews, and him been, I'm saying, expressing himself, and him expressing himself, he just wants the people to know what's been going on, So if he wants the people to know what's going on, yo, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to stay more aware. We're gonna have to stay more aware, of what's going on, GG. That's a motherfucking fact, So Big U, thinks he could get out this situation if it wasn't for Black Sam and WACK 100 and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Putting his name involved in certain situations, GG. And that's a fact.
When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about WACK, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff.
Yeah, but that's what Big U saying, Big U saying that Black Sam is over here talking, interviews, and playing and trying to say that he got a role, that him and Nipsey was hustling, beefing and shit like that. So people don't like that.
All of y'all fuck. WACK said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI.
I will say some of what you may have done may have helped with the timing, right? I think you.
What's that?
I think you tipping off Big U. I think that definitely.
I did what?
I think that they think Big U is about to be on the run. Honestly, why would he be on the run? WACK is on everywhere. Yo, they're coming. End of the month.
Everybody know Big U and Nipsey had an argument, homie. Everybody know Big U was shaking Nipsey Hussle down, making him pay protection fee, sort of. Nipsey Hussle got smart and say, I don't want to pay you $20,000 a month no more, and Nipsey Hussle come up dead. He lost his protection, and the hood killed him. We all know this, homie.
As we all know, Big U is currently behind bars, but his incarceration doesn't necessarily mean the streets are any safer. Among many serious accusations leveled against him is murder, allegedly of Nipsey Hussle, and another name that's come up in his indictment is Rashawn Williams, his own artist whom he allegedly killed after the man disrespected him. If Big U is capable of that, it raises the question, what could he do to the people who's been exposing him or speaking out, the very actions that may have contributed to his imprisonment? There's also the matter of federal wiretaps. In one intercepted call from 2023, Big U is reportedly heard saying, "Can no dude beef with me, because if he..."
GG, not even trying to get off topic, not even trying to get off topic, bro, but look at what I have to make, You know what I'm saying? I have to get right, I have to get right, So we got some sausages over here. We got some chicken over here. You know what I'm saying? We got some corn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have to get right. I have to get right. Mark on that. Get real. You have to get right. What's poppin', Kev? What's poppin', Kev? Yeah, Black Sam is only speaking up for his brother, Dada. We understand, Dada. But at the end of the day, just because Black Sam is speaking for his brother doesn't mean that Big U don't want him to be silenced. Big U don't want him to be talking, Dada. That's what it is, Dada. So Big U feels like that's the part of him that he's an op, he's an enemy, Dada. And it's not because Black Sam is snitching. It's because Black Sam ain't part of the program. It's because Black Sam don't fuck around with him. It's because Black Sam ain't scared of him. So he's not so if he's not scared of him, that means that he's going against him, Dada. That's just what it is. But Kev, you can join up, Dada. For sure, you can join up, GG.
I'ma kill him, period. I'm going to murder him. That chilling statement only reinforces the allegations surrounding Nipsey and Rayshawn's death. Now, if you're wondering how he could possibly carry out such acts from behind bars, it's worth remembering, back in 1991, Big U and his father were arrested in a drug sting, and Big U ended up with a 23-year sentence. Yet even while incarcerated, he was reportedly still running the drug trade within the prison system, something he himself admitted in an interview on The Breakfast Club.
I basically took over the whole little drug trade on the yard because I had money.
Today, Big U remains the top boss of the Rollin 60s, meaning he likely still holds the power and reach to make things happen on the outside, including eliminating threats. So, who's allegedly on Big U's radar right now? First up is Black Sam. Black Sam is Nipsey's brother, and if there's one thing he's been doing, it's speaking up against Big U and his crew. We all know Eric Holder was convicted for Nipsey's murder, but the streets, and especially Black Sam, know that the hit came from someone higher.
You see, I know it. Black Sam knows exactly who did it, Dada. You think if Black Sam knows who did it, Dada, Big U ain't trying to Big U ain't fucking with him like that, Dada. Like, come on, now. He knows that you body his bro, that he ain't having that.
One thing Black Sam said during an interview with Big Boy TV was how there was big politics involved with certain people.
But there was a lot of big politics getting into certain people.
He even mentioned Nipsey and brought DJ Khaled to the hood, which turned into a major issue. Nipsey had linked up with DJ Khaled and John Legend for the song Higher and planned to shoot the music video in the 60s. But as the story goes, as soon as Big U heard about it, things took a turn. Allegedly, he sent a gang of Rollin 60s members to press Nipsey about it, but Nipsey, being who he was, stood his ground.
You know, Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood, and Hustle frontline that, and you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that.
Black Sam didn't mention Big U by name, but everyone knew exactly who he was talking about. Big U always had a problem with artists coming into the hood without checking in, and Nipsey wasn't trying to play that game. Nipsey always had a bigger vision. He wanted to unite the community, bring Bloods and Crips together, and work towards something bigger than gang politics. That's why he worked with YG, an active Blood, to show that unity was possible. But that went against Big U's vision, and it made Nipsey a target.
YG can come to our hood. He's a Blood. He from Pyro. He can come to the 60s. I can go over there. I've been over there with my jewelry on and being myself, and they, you know, they respect it. They love it. I was unheard of. You couldn't do that, you know. Right. So it's different right now. Not to say it's like a gang treaty or peace treaty. It's not that, but they know we pushing for the city. Right. So, you know, the streets behind it and they respect it.
Black Sam has always been the type to stand firm against Big U, especially when it comes to defending his brother. One major example was when Nipsey dropped You Don't Got a Clue, a track that many believe was a direct diss at Big U, especially with lines like, I'm busy getting rich, you think I'm going to stop for you? I built this on my own and everybody knows it's true. Still, dudes act like they're supposed to have control of what I do. As soon as Big U heard the track, he and some of his people allegedly
they don't want him to know that they don't want him to know that he built it on his own. They don't want him to feel like he did it alone. They want him to feel like they obligated they entitled to some type of fucking situation just because they're in the same. They grew. I don't even know if they grew up on the same block, but they're in the same neighborhood. Whatever the case may be, on the same clique or the same set. They automatically feel like they're entitled, like they gave them some words, or they gave them raps, or they hooked them up, or they give them a beat, or they, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. So. They don't like, so Big U don't want the truth to come out, He don't want the truth to come out. This nigga don't want, you know what I'm saying? He don't want the truth to be out there, So it is what it is.
He pulled up on Nipsey to confront him, but they didn't just want to check on him. They wanted to discipline him. And in street terms, that meant something serious.
Nipsey dissed, right? And he was like, hey, cuz, is this song about me? So Nipsey stood up or whatever and was like, yeah. So he was drinking some water out of a water bottle and he threw it on Nipsey, right? He was like, we're gonna have to go get down or whatever. So he thought Nipsey was gonna back down. Nipsey stood up and was,
They supposedly planned to take him away for a DP or disciplinary action, but before things could go any further, Black Sam stepped in. Black Sam stood his ground and told Big U straight up Nipsey wasn't going anywhere with him.
Black Sam said, cuz my brother ain't going nowhere. You was like, in front of the hood or whatever like that. He was like, my brother ain't going nowhere.
Then there was another incident where Big U confronted Nipsey and it turned into a full-blown fight. According to sources, Big U actually got the upper hand and beat Nipsey down. But before things could go any further, Black Sam ran inside, grabbed a pistol, and fired a warning shot in the air to break things up.
And that's the problem. Niggas be thinking they're bigger than the program. Like, who the fuck you think you are to be throwing? Who you think you are to be throwing water on somebody, and throwing water on the wrong person? Yeah, the slightest, yeah, some altercations like that. Just throwing water on somebody could get you killed, and can get you think. Cause certain people, they don't know how to react to a certain situation. You're a bigger dude, so you know what I'm saying? Maybe you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to use blunt force, and it gets brutal real quick, That's why. If there's a program, nigga, even a dude, the biggest dude, gonna have to follow that shit. You just gonna set a program, and not think that you're gonna follow it, GG. That's a fact.
Knock Nipsey out. Black Sam comes out, fires 3-4 shots in the air. He's fresh out the penitentiary. Police hit him right across the street. They see it. They come in. They arrest everybody.
And even after his brother was killed by the very same people, Black Sam hasn't changed his stance one bit. In fact, he seems even more fearless, standing on business and protecting Nipsey's legacy at all costs. WACK 100. Next is WACK 100. WACK and Big U used to be real close, but their relationship eventually fell apart, and ever since then, WACK 100 hasn't held back.
But it's crazy, it seems like when niggas' relationship fall apart with Big U, they start to unravel why the relationship fell apart, and niggas start to say that this nigga was snaky, this nigga was rich, this nigga wasn't helping people, he set up Gilly, he set up this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking with Gilly, you gonna set him up to get booked, to get him his shit back, that's just different, Like, Big U the type of nigga like, yeah, I fuck with you, you're safe here, You get booked because you was fucking with him, Now what? Now what's gonna happen?
Back on speaking about Big U. In fact, before Big U turned himself in, one of the people he pointed fingers at was WACK 100, along with Loose Cannon and 600. In a video Big U posted, he said, I just want to say this. When they raided my house and my property, they was asking about WACK. WACK, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all foul.
When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about WACK. WACK, Loose Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all foul.
Big U even went as far as accusing WACK 100 of cooperating with the feds. If you had something against
GG, if you wasn't home, how the fuck was they asking about WACK 100? When they raided the house, they was asking about WACK 100. What the fuck? How would they be asking about WACK? That's different right there. Like, how the fuck they asking about WACK? You wasn't even there, when they raided shit. So that's different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch people,
It's the black man. Handle it with a black man in the streets, he said. WACK said 100 times he was going to take my contracts. He was working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row, and they told the city they didn't want no.
And the crazy part, he never mentions Rashad Williams' mom, He never mentions that situation. Like, what the hell? Why would they be blaming me for silly situations like that? Like, he never mentions that situation. He never even occurs to that situation. That's just different.
Nobody to give me no more money. On top of that, WACK 100 also co-signed Loose Cannon when Loose was sharing a story about how he spoke to Nipsey just before the shooting. At the time, Loose didn't think much of what Big U had said. He brushed it off.
You don't even warn him.
And I won't even lie. On some real shit, I'm not even gonna lie, GG. It seems like Trap LaRoss, I don't know if these academics told Trap LaRoss to do this shit, but it seems like now Trap LaRoss want to do a segment on WACK 100, the data, and the Pyrus, because he did a segment of Big U, the data. So he wanted to do a segment of WACK 100 and the Pyrus, the data. And it seems like DJ Academics, Trap Ross, everybody's implicating him in little extortion situations, little thing situations, the data. But he seems to, you know what I'm saying, have his story together. But it seems like these niggas is trying to implicate WACK 100, the data, and take him out. I won't even lie. DJ Academics, Trap Ross, all them niggas, the data, they actually, you know what I'm saying, try to come at him, the data, and try to implicate him in mad shit. They're like, yo, if Big U was doing it, WACK had to be doing it, the data. So Trap Ross try to say that Big U try to extort him, the data. He put a sporty story up there saying that he tried to extort him or some shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Is it true? No. You know what I'm saying? WACK say it ain't true, but there's a lot of situations going on, GG.
That you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute.
That detail alone suggests Big U may have slipped up by reaching out too soon, right before Nipsey was killed.
And 30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Loose cannon. But that's just part of the story. Loose Cannon had straight up accused Big U of backdooring Nipsey on multiple occasions. In fact, during an interview with DJ Academics, Loose gave a wild account of how Meek Mill was allegedly kidnapped and held for ransom by members of the Rollin 60s on Big U's orders.
I was talking real reckless on Twitter and stuff like that. So
Talking reckless.
reckless.
Doing it now.
Yeah, so we caught him at the club where he was performing at, and then grabbed cuz.
When Academics asked why Meek security didn't intervene, Loose explained that many LA bodyguards are more loyal to the gangs than to the celebs they're hard to protect. According to him, Rick Ross ended up paying $50,000 to get Meek Mill released.
So he called Rick Ross. Right there in the club.
Yeah.
Imagine if his cell reception was bad.
That incident supposedly played a role in Meek and Nipsey getting closer. They started using the same PR, and Meek began reaching out to Nipsey, but it also deepened the rift between Nipsey and Big U. Loose Cannon is also one of the people caught up in the Big U RICO case. Charleston White. Next up is Charleston White. Known for speaking his mind, Charleston is out.
So you gotta think about it. Nipsey did mad videos, mad movies with Gilly the Kid, so he's fucking with Philly. So when he goes to Philly, Philly shows him love. Philly could get grimy too, the dollar anywhere could get grimy, but niggas ain't getting grimy on him because you are who you are, the dollar. They show respect. You don't clean dirt with dirt, the dollar. So if that's going on, it's not because he's betraying them. He just feels like, yo, when I go over there, I'm safe. So when they come over here, they're gonna have to be safe, the dollar. But Nipsey Hussle should have realized, the dollar, if Big U, the dollar, if you got a bully like Big U coming over here, the dollar, shit's not gonna be safe, the dollar. The only way that it's gonna be safe, the dollar, if you have to do what you gotta do, the dollar, because he's trying to take you out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take you out. So the only way that you could keep the whole shit safe, the dollar, is everybody's thinking the same, the dollar. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to be thinking like you, GG. That's a fact.
Outright said Big U was the one behind Nipsey's death. According to him, Nipsey refused to keep paying Big U for so-called protection, and that didn't sit well. One theory Charleston pushed is that Nipsey was killed because he stopped playing the extortion game.
Everybody know Big U and Nipsey had an argument, homie. Everybody know Big U was shaking Nipsey Hussle down, making him pay protection fee, sort of. Nipsey Hussle got smart and say, I don't want to pay you $20,000 a month no more.
Another angle is that Nipsey simply got too big. Even though Big U was a powerhouse in the streets, Nipsey's rise meant all the attention shifted away from Big U. And in gang culture, nobody's allowed to be bigger than the gang, so they had to get rid of him.
Man, Big U wasn't till Nipsey Hussle died. Let me just say that, homie. Wasn't nobody screaming Big U till he had to get the little homie out the way. It was Nip, Nip, Nip. It wasn't you. Big U ain't shit in the hood when Nip come through the hood. The little homies ain't looking at Big U, they looking at Nip, cuz. Yeah, Nip was getting bigger than the set, cuz. And don't nobody get bigger than the set is what I was told. So they killed that nigga.
These are just a few of the people who might be on Big U's radar for speaking out. But then there are those who the streets believe Big U already handled, people who crossed him and ended up dead shortly after. Fats. First up is Stephen Giles Fats Donaldson, Nipsey's.
They killed Fats on the way because he knocked him the fuck out, the dollar. He took Fats because Fats knocked him out, the dollar.
Killed in a drive-by.
And you gotta understand that it's not a situation that Big U and Nipsey Hussle, they was friends. Nah, they wasn't friends, bro. They're not friends at all, There was beef in so it was a whole situation that he's trying to get away from the dude that he was trying to extort him. That's just something different, That's something different.
Shooting in 2017, and rumor has it Big U was behind it. Apparently, Fats put hands on Big U after Big U was pressing Nip, and Fats stood up for his friend. Just a week later, Fats was gone. Rayshawn Williams. Then there's Rayshawn Williams. Back in 2021, Big U started a record label called Unique Music and signed up-and-coming rappers from.
And when they killed Faster than Nipsey Hussle should have already went there. He should have took it there with him. Like, yo, fuck it, it's wartime. He should have actually understood that this thing is willing to take somebody out the way.
The West Coast. One of them was Rayshawn Williams, but somewhere along the line, things got messy.
Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician, signed to his label in 2021, and dumped the victim's body.
It's not exactly clear what sparked the tension between them, but what we do know is that Rayshawn ended up dropping a diss track aimed at Big U, and that may have cost him his life.
They do say that part of the investigation involves the murder of another young rapper back in Las Vegas, that he had written something in a song supposedly talking bad about Big U, and that is why he ended up getting murdered.
In the song, Rayshawn called Big U a bro that made some money, basically downplaying his power, and then took it a step further by saying, this song can get me killed for thinking ish funny. Even crazier, he rapped about getting shot in the face with a .38 revolver that would leave no trace.
Referring to Big U as bro that makes some money, and that unnamed rapper may get shot in the face for thinking that his use of the studio and representation by Unique Music is funny.
5 days after dropping the track, Las Vegas police found his body in a ditch. He had been shot in the face with a revolver, and the cops think Big U is the one who pulled the trigger.
But the track was eerie given what happened next. Just days later, the rapper was shot in the face.
And here's where it gets even darker. Big U had known Rayshawn when he was a kid. He was actually his football coach back in the day, but that history didn't stop him from allegedly setting him up. According to some documents, Big U's label, Unique Music, flew Rayshawn from California to Las Vegas in January 2021. They put him in an Airbnb, and he was supposed to spend the week recording new music at the studio. But when Rayshawn missed one of the sessions, Big U and his right-hand man, Sylvester Robinson, drove out to Vegas to check on him. When they pulled up to the Airbnb, they asked Rayshawn why he didn't go to the studio, and he told him he didn't have a ride. The next day, Rayshawn, Big U, and Sylvester Robinson finally made it to the studio together. No one knows exactly what went down inside, but what we do know.
Who the fuck is Sylvester Robinson, And if Sylvester Robinson was there, we gotta find out what's up with Sylvester Robinson,
Is that a few hours later, Rayshawn was dead.
On January 24th of 2021, Big U arrived to his studio and RW was there, recording until around midnight. A little after 12:30 a.m., Big U left the studio and his phone stopped reporting his location.
Surveillance footage caught him going back to the Airbnb at around 1 a.m. He was seen getting out of the car, grabbing a suitcase, and then hopping back in. He was supposed to stay in Vegas for another day, but Big U allegedly had other plans. According to investigators, Big U drove him out to the desert, shot him in the face, and then went right back to the studio like nothing happened.
About 45 minutes later, surveillance video at the Airbnb showed RW exiting the passenger side of the car and entering the Airbnb. A few minutes later, he left the Airbnb with a suitcase, got back into the car, and left. RW wasn't seen again. He wasn't even supposed to leave Vegas until the next day, but he never returned to the Airbnb. Instead, his body was found on the side of the road near Interstate 15.
A witness later told cops that Big U showed back up at the studio at a...
Well, that's crazy. I know when. Wherever the fuck they was taking him, maybe they was taking him home or something like that. On the way home to die, he happened to meet his demise. That's, you know what I'm saying? That shit hit different.
Around 3 a.m., looking drenched in either sweat or water. When they asked him what happened, he told them he had just come back from the gym. But a few hours later, cops found Rayshawn's body dumped in a ditch, and Big U didn't stop there. According to the indictment, he tried to cover his tracks. He allegedly took recording equipment out of the studio after the murder and told someone to get rid of the surveillance footage from that night. Investigators also believe there was some kind of fight at the studio before Rayshawn got killed, which is why Big U wanted the video gone.
Witnesses told detectives an associate of Big U removed the video recording equipment from the studio a few days after the homicide, including video that would have shown RW and Big U at the studio before he was murdered.
After Rayshawn's death, Big U knew the heat was coming, so he allegedly
So the engineer was there. The engineer was there. He gave him the recording, so the engineer must have seen this shit.
had one of his homies drive his car and stay at his house. That way, if the cops pulled over the car or showed up at the crib, it would buy him some time to escape before they actually caught him. Nobody really knows the exact reason Big U allegedly killed Rayshawn, but this murder is what put him on the FBI's radar. Just a month after Rayshawn's death, the feds officially launched an investigation into Big U's enterprise, Nipsey Hussle. And then there's Nipsey Hussle. Big U and Nipsey Hussle weren't always at odds. In fact, at one point, they were actually close business partners. The relationship goes back to 2007 when Nipsey signed with Epic Records in preparation for what was supposed to be his debut studio album, South Central State of Mind. The real breaking point was Nipsey wanting to cut ties with Big U's label. Allegedly, Nipsey felt trapped in a shady deal, one where he believed he was being extorted by Big U. But if you ask Big U, he has a different version of events. According to him, the conflict actually started when he stepped away from the music industry. During that time, Nipsey had possession of Big U's recording equipment, and when Big U wanted it back, Nipsey wasn't too happy about it. Eventually, Big U...
That's a lie. He stepped away from the music industry. When he stepped away from the music industry, he went back into his gangster mood and shit like that. So when he stepped away from the music industry, he didn't want DJ Khaled or YG to come to the hood and do tracks and do videos in the hood that they was at in the 60s. So but this dude was still doing the shit. He was still bringing people over there. He brought DJ Khaled and he was getting mad. And he wasn't getting his bread like he wanted to. He's like, yo, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? When you bring rappers over here, I could, you know what I'm saying, break them off, you know what I'm saying? Get money from them. But he's like, nah, these people, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with them, I got good relationships with them, I ain't gonna fuck with the business. So, Big U done down. You know what I'm saying?
Was able to recover his equipment, but that situation alone led to some serious friction between the two. From there, things just continued to spiral. Nipsey reportedly took offense to how Big U handled the situation, and their relationship started to shift. Then came You Don't Got a Clue, a track that many believe was a direct diss aimed at Big U. But the tension between them didn't just stop at music and business. Their family ties added even more fuel to the fire. Nipsey's first baby mother was actually Big U's niece, and during that time, things between Nipsey and her weren't great. Nipsey didn't approve of the company she kept around their daughter. Allegedly, there were guns, drugs, and alcohol present, and Nipsey...
Who knows if that's actually his niece, Maybe that's Big U. Maybe they all in the gang, so they call each other, you know what I'm saying, cousins, things like that. Maybe Big U, was extorting Nipsey out of his girl, too, That's what they do, They get in their girls' mind, they get in these people's mind, they get in everybody's mind, so they can have some type of control, and that's how they try to have control and shit like that, Just like Brick Baby, come on, Big U was fucking Brick Baby's girl, even though they saying Big Baby's girl's an escort, or Baby Mom was an escort, she's selling her pussy, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, Big U is still breaking her off, you know what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit is that?
He wasn't going to stand for it. One incident in particular escalated things further. Nipsey reportedly went over to his baby mother's house alone and ended up pistol whipping a guy she was involved with. The altercation got ugly, and the man was beaten so badly that he had to be taken to the hospital. In the chaos, it was said that his baby mother might have been hurt as well. Once Big U caught wind of what happened, he immediately pulled up to Nipsey's store to confront him. Heated words were exchanged, and things quickly turned physical. According to sources, Big U beat Nipsey down, which led to Black Sam running inside to grab a pistol. In an attempt to break things up, Black Sam fired a warning shot in the air, but that only made things worse. Within moments...
I don't know, nigga. Black Sam looks like he's a little active, But Black Sam look like he's a little like he been working at, you know what I'm saying? That pistol you know what I'm saying? Like he actually be making that shit twerk. GG, who knows,
LAPD swarmed the scene. When the police arrived, they saw Black Sam with a gun still in his hand, and without hesitation, they opened fire on him. Miraculously, not a single bullet hit him. Instead of being killed, he was arrested on the spot, along with Nipsey and Big U. The three of them were taken to the 77th Street Division, but they all managed to bail out the next morning. Despite all the tension, Nipsey continued to rise in the music industry. In 2011, he started collaborating with YG, and that came with its own set of problems. At the time, it was not common to see Pyrus hanging out in 60s territory, but Nipsey was wasn't one to follow outdated politics. When they filmed the Girls Ain't Ish video, Nipsey invited YG to the 60s, and that did not sit right with Big U. He made it known that he disapproved, and Nipsey had to defend his decision. He ended up fighting multiple Rollin 60s members just to have YG there. That respect was mutual. YG later invited Nipsey into Treetop Pyru territory for another video shoot, and the two built a strong friendship from there. Over time, Nipsey's career skyrocketed. He went from being an underground street rapper to a Grammy-nominated artist. But even with all his success, the issues with Big U were still lurking in the background. At times, it seemed like things between them were cooling down. They would be on decent terms for brief moments, but there was always tension under the surface.
He really exudes everything that you need to exercise in business.
And on top of that, Big U had gained a reputation for allegedly extorting artists who wanted to come into 60s territory. According to rumors, any rapper...
That's different right there, the Dada. That's different, the Dada. Like, it gets crazy, the Dada, when you look at life through one way, the Dada, through one lens, the Dada. Life ain't made through one lens, the Dada. It's not just one thing that make life go around, the Dada. There's water, there's dirt, there's earth, there's Mother Nature, there's rain, there's sun, the Dada. You could talk about the sun all day, the Dada. You could talk about the rain all day. You could talk about the clouds all day, the Dada. But everything makes the world go around, the Dada. So for him to think that he could just get rid of fucking Nipsey Hussle and everything was gonna be all right and situation was gonna occur differently, that's not how shit goes, the Dada. That is not how shit goes, the Dada. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
You know it's really fun.
No, but that's how when niggas think that blunt force is going to just, you know what I'm saying, it's going to handle everything. It's not, bro.
Maybe some of that stuff is above board, but I think that a lot of people are assuming that if you were doing all this type of stuff, then maybe you were also hitting up the food vendors outside of Crenshaw High like Big U.
No, stop right there. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia.
Hey man, we trying to do this shit for the kids. All right, cool.
You see, even Adam over here trying to drill this nigga. Even Adam trying to drill Wack Wonder like, oh yeah, it's his beat. You was doing it, you probably doing it too, the Dada. Come on.
Doing up on the organization. Yeah, all right, cool. They go a check. They go $1 grand. They go $2 grand. We write on there for whatever, right? That's not extortion. That's called a nigga, right? Helping with a cause. That's what that is. Right? That's all that is.
Again, Wack. I'm not saying it's textbook extortion, but when you put it under a RICO Act, it's convincing to make the case that this person was operating that realm.
Yo, listen.
Why do you think they
click like? This video is interesting. Wack is about to get confronted on his business practices that closely resemble extortion. However, Wack has a response to the accusations. But when he's accused of being tied into the Big U RICO,
yo, Wack 100, they try. Yo, either he's gonna be a rat or he's gonna be a fucking a person who's doing the same shit. A criminal. You gonna call him a rat? You gonna call him a thug? You either he's gonna be rat. You gonna say he's dragging, but you saying it so he could say, yo, I ain't no fucking rat name. He's not a rat. You wanna call him you gonna say that he's doing the same shit that Big U is doing. All these niggas trying to get Wack knocked off. They trying to get Wack knocked off. That's different. DJ Academics, fucking, everybody trying to get Wack knocked off. That's different.
he goes off. We will get to that after this clip. See you in the comments.
Why does he think that?
He says that you seem angry, irrational, that he just feels like you're kind of on the verge of doing something crazy. And he didn't say it, but it feels like the suggestion is that maybe this is because of the stress that the Big U Rico is putting on you, since you might feel like, since you were so wrapped up in so much of his dealings, that maybe you're next on the feds platter.
What do you mean dealings?
You know, like I'm watching Rich Homie Quan, and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation
about checking in.
No, I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. He said he landed at LAX.
them being best friend is different, but I guess Big U is a person that WACK claims allegedly that he helped out. He let him sleep on his couch. He was helping him out, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
Whoever picked him up, whoever he was with, told him we need to go to Crenshaw High. He said, "Oh, okay, that's the blue side." So I don't know Rich Homie Quan. I don't know. I just know him from. I really knew his mama.
You were at the football game talking business with Big U.
No, we were in the parking lot having a conversation. He pulled up
to check in.
Yeah, well, you got to remember that ain't my neighborhood,
right?
So he ain't pulling up for me. It wasn't like we were scheduled to meet Rich Homie Quan that day.
I don't know, man. It seems like everybody this is how they create contact. They be, you know what I'm saying? I feel like them thinking that they interviewers, they feel like they can interrogate motherfuckers. So they interrogate motherfuckers. They try to interrogate niggas, trying to get everything out of the sun out of them, like relax, but that's what's gonna go on.
Okay. You get what I'm saying? So he pulled up and I seen him and I never forget it. I'm gonna tell you why I remember it. Because at the time, I used to confuse him and Young Thug.
Okay.
Right?
Typical Unk mistake of that era.
So when he pulled up, they all got out the car, everybody dapped each other up. You know, I'm kind of like letting them do their thing because whatever he come to do, I don't know what he came to do. And he didn't lie. He wanted him to go out there, I guess, with the kids. You know, on the football field. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kids in the ghetto, they don't see a lot of that shit. And that was all that was. But I don't him saying that I think he added to the conversation saying you flew in here and you staying here and staying there because those elements don't fit what he was there to do. That's kind of like you kind of like issuing a threat. You know what I'm saying? When you telling somebody you staying here and your driver is this person and this just that, it's kind of like you kind of like issuing like a silent like threat. But I think he added that to it, and that's a conversation we need to have today. That a lot of these podcasts and when people get caught up in conversation, some of it be tainted with some real shit, and then a lot of it be tainted with some bullshit.
You're saying people make up stories, inflate stories to make them crazier.
You land right.
Yeah.
Whoever he's with already done had conversations with Big U. Bro, we come in, we're gonna pull up on you. Right? So me knowing him, he like, what time y'all get in? Hey, bro, we coming that way. What time y'all get in? Cool, pull up on me. I'll be at practice with the kids.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing it play out. That'd be cool for the kids. Nephew could come over here and you know, come out there for the kids, right? This had to been 2015-ish era.
Yeah.
Something like that. So if he actually
gotta watch Adam when he's asking no motherfucking questions, you gotta watch Adam saying, oh yeah, he's coming out for the kids, he's doing this for the kids, he's like, yeah, right. You heard what he said? He said, right. So he's saying that, yo, nigga, that's a way for y'all to make money, and y'all just say that they doing it for the kids. But Adam's, you know what I'm saying? Yo, these people, these hosts, they different, bro. I don't think they give a fuck about anybody, but making some damn content,
He came in, right? It went straight to Crenshaw High, jump out, Big U like, oh shit, y'all really here. What's up, nephew? Whatever. I bagged up, what's up, homie? What's up? Now he knew who I was. At that time, I remember I confused him with Young Thug. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Right? So he said, yeah, man, you cool with going out here, you know, with the kids. You know, they out there, you know, they gonna go crazy. They fans. He like, yeah, sure, cool. So he went out there and walked with the kids and they did their shit. So why in that situation would a person go having a conversation about motherfucker know who you staying at, who your driver is?
Who's letting their wife? He's letting his wife get passed around. Who's letting their wife get passed around? Join up, Join up, You know what I'm saying? You making some crazy allegations over here, in the chat. Join up, GG. Oh, Adam. Oh, yeah, Adam. Yeah, Adam's different, bro. Come on, bro. He's different, bro. That nigga's different. He's a whole different type of breed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Adam, I could never, this is what it is with Adam, I could never get out of my head the way Adam used to look when he first started doing interviews, when he was bored and shit like that, and I could never get that Adam out of my head, so it's like, this Adam looks just like that Adam, but this Adam, he's trying to hide himself, so it's just like, it's crazy, bro, it's crazy. He's on his Bill Cosby shit.
I think it's at least in part because
it don't even make sense.
Much like Big U, you've kind of gone into detail about a variety of situations that a lot of people are conflating with extortion at this point.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
It's been supposed, and we don't have to get into the details of every single one of these situations, but it's been, well, you basically said in the past that Oscar De La Hoya was paying to not have his nude photos
Stop
or
right there.
zesty photos released.
Stop right there.
It's been said that that you were talking to Nipsey's family about the gay tapes of him not coming out. I don't know if there's money involved in that. It's been suggested that maybe Kim Kardashian.
This motherfucker, this nigga ain't stop. And look at, he probably got all that. Look at what Adam said. Adam got all that information from who? From who, It's been suggested. From who Adam got all that information from? That's different, that Adam trying to throw fucking WACK 100 under the bus like that, But hey, you know what I'm saying? WACK been throwing niggas under the bus. They throwing all each other under the bus, But he didn't. He said stop right there so he could explain himself. He ain't left. He ain't trying to hear that shit.
And at one point, or Kanye, that they were doing stuff for you so that you didn't release more sex tapes of her.
Okay. Now, let's start with the first one.
And when academics kind of tried to bring up some of this stuff on the podcast, you got very irate and you were really kind of screaming at it.
Because y'all dumb.
See, right there.
You're a dummy too. I gotta call you a dummy.
Okay, but
because I'm gonna show you.
But starting with the name calling makes you look more guilty.
No, I'm gonna show you why. Oscar De La Hoya.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to the conversation, I clearly state this is what the attorneys worked out.
Mm-hmm.
See, the minute the attorneys are involved, right? This is not extortion. This is a business deal. Oscar then talked about it openly on Club Shay Shay, right? So the minute you get attorneys involved, see, if you have something, right? That's yours. It's yours. And you got the consent to have it.
Okay.
And you like, hey, bro, check this out. This is really pertaining to you. Hey, attorney such and such, contact his attorney. Tell him if he wants to take possession of this shit, right, to where I don't use it, let me know, right? He calls his attorney. They negotiate what they negotiate. They draw up their paperwork, right? He never one time talks to Oscar De La Hoya, right? There's never...
He tried to tell him, you see the way that you gotta explain shit differently, you know what I'm saying? You gotta explain shit differently, Someone could go, you could pay for sex, and just not say it. Oh no, I was paying for a massage and shit. That's just legal, So you pay for a massage, it is what it is, You pay for someone to clean your house, and then up a nigga, you start a thing, you start fucking having sexual altercation with them. I mean, all that shit's legal, But if you blatantly saying, yo, nah, I pay for sex, that's what it is. So the big you over here, he blatantly saying, yo, I mean, Luke Cannon was saying that Big U, oh yeah, was extorting these people. The words that they was using, oh yeah, he took it. Oh yeah, they robbed it. I mean, Meek Mills and all these other niggas and the Gilly the kids and all the situations that was happening. Luke Cannon, he happened to explain and make it WACK 100. He ain't explaining it that way. He's explaining it a whole different way. The legal way to do things. And it seems like Adam want him to say, nah, he wasn't that. He's doing the same thing as Big U. That's what he's saying. And if WACK don't know that that niggas is actually building a case on him or whatever the case may be, or if he's not working with them or something like that, I mean, look at how people's talking. Niggas started everybody changing up the dynamic of things. Look at what Trap Lord Ross said. Look at what fucking DJ Academics, how he's talking to you. Look at how Adam's talking to you. We're talking different, but who knows?
Conversation between the two. The minute you get attorneys involved in these type of situations, that's not an extortion, right? So we're going to Kanye next, right?
Sure.
This started on Bootleg Cab, did it not?
I don't remember.
Bootleg Cab said, what's up with these extra tapes I've been hearing about? I said, yeah, it's a couple extra tapes. He like, what you gonna do with them? I said, we would never do anything with them but give them to Kanye. That's what was said, right?
Okay.
You can pull it up, right? So guess who calls me?
The Kardashians.
Kanye.
Or Kanye, okay. Yeah.
What up, bro? Man, I seen boom, boom, boom. Yeah, is that real? Yeah. Well, how could I? You said, okay, cool. I'm gonna put you with little bro. Y'all, you know. Yeah, send him to the airport. Bro, grabbed a drive, went to the airport, gave it to him.
Okay.
What do you see? Where's the extortion?
Maybe some of that stuff is above board, but I think that a lot of people are assuming that if you were doing all this type of stuff, then maybe you were also hitting up the food vendors outside of Crenshaw High like Big U.
No, stop right there. What type of stuff have I done? Everything I just laid out to you was either it was a business deal or it was a man keeping his word and just saying, here.
Mm-hmm. But you realize most people don't monetize their life in such a way. I'm not saying that there's anything inherently illegal about it, but most people don't obtain sex tapes and then profit off of not releasing them. Lawyers or otherwise.
No, the profit came after the.
Oh, wait, Adam know all this shit about sex tapes and shit like that. The motherfucker's in a porn business, he makes that fucking sex tapes. Don't he? Ain't the nigga in the porn business? So if he's making sex tapes, he should know how to sell them, what people could do with them, how can people get them. Come on now, you show other females and shit like that in your thing, so they must be contractual or some shit like that. So he knows all the steps. I don't know why he acts so dumb, You know what I'm saying? He just want him to see if he's gonna fuck up.
Initial release. That shit been out since like 03.
Which the sex tapes?
04, yeah.
Well, the original one, yeah. But you supposedly had more.
Yeah, but again, and then Kanye went on the show.
You supposedly have more. You hear
delivered the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything ever come out?
Not yet, but Kim K's an op now, right?
She ain't my op. She ain't ever did nothing.
No, she's Kanye's op, and you're Kanye's homie, right?
Well, that has nothing. That's his ex-wife, bro. That's the mother of his kids. But if you look at the bootleg Kev show when he asked me about it.
He seems very upset with her.
No, when you asked me about it, he said, bro, what y'all going? Y'all make something. We would never do that, bro. Like, and at this time, I wasn't even, I knew Ye. We talked time to time, right? It wasn't no like, that's my partner at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I said, we just sitting over in the safe. Like, we ain't got no, that's it. He got kids by her. Like, on some real shit, we just give it to him.
Uh-huh.
Real quick, because so this is, and I read some comments, and I might be just coming off as someone who read comments, but it did make a little sense. They felt this is why they were saying your tone changed a bit, right? Because I was even looking up this morning, the idea or what's determined as extortion under federal statutes. You lead yourself to some exposure based on even when you used to run with it. Like, for example, the Future story. That sounds like extortion. We ran a nigga down the airport and we extracted money from this guy who did not want to give it up. Like, we basically told him,
here goes what you guys always do, right? Y'all like to add shit to what I said. I'm a bet man, academic.
I am too.
I'm a bet man.
I would bet you. But
right? Okay. So I would put up a little small wager if you can find a clip that say we took any money from Future.
Yeah, but demanding money and also demanding money, it might not be again extortion, but you see how like in the RICO it said they show a pattern of trying to extort.
No, let me correct you on something.
Go ahead.
When we saw Future act, if you tell me, yo, WACK, the whoop fresh and fit niggas? Yeah, man, I gave them niggas 15,000. I went to the motherfucking studio down there where we recorded. Man, that shit was empty. Them niggas have been moved out. They beat me for my bag. Right? Okay. I'm coming through the Beverly Center. I see the fresh and fit niggas.
Okay.
You knowing me what I'm going to do?
Yeah, you going to highlight them. Yo.
I'm going to say, hey, homie, bro, tell me y'all beat him for 15,000. What's happening? Hold on. I'm going to get you on the phone. I've done this 1,000,000 times, right? Hey, bro, boom, 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 boom. I've had some people say, WACK, they just covered the debt a week ago. They took care of me. Or I had some people say, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, we need to fix that, right? So, catching a nigga and taking something from a nigga is one thing, right? But catching a nigga and saying, hey, homie, you took some money from the homie paid you to show up somewhere and you was a no-show.
Oh, so there was an actual legit transaction.
Yeah.
Or people thought it was just like checking in money.
Nah, I ain't never did that with nobody. Y'all just adding shit to it, nigga. Like, how's it checking in money when we mentioned the nigga that he owed? The nigga he owed ain't from California. What the fuck are you talking about? He ain't even from California.
Yeah, because he is trick shit, right?
He ain't even from California. So this is money that a nigga didn't pay the nigga, and a nigga ducked off on the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I ain't gonna say the artist's name, but I've had artists that was signed to me, right? Well, I done ran into niggas, and niggas done jumped out whack. We need to holler at you. What's up, homie? Man, we gave your artist, you know, X amount. 2,500 to whoop, nigga, then no show. You know, you got that, you can show me that? Hold on. Open their phone up. Boom, 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 boom. I see the contract, the transaction. Okay, cool. You know who his manager is, right? Yeah, next time deal with me. What's your cash app? I sell him as 2,500. Right? If you owe a nigga, you owe a nigga. So what I just did was, I'm going to get you off of my artist. I deal with my artist on what I just had to pay on this bill. So when you see him, let him be. Right? That's all it is. You would never find nothing. What it is, I'm noticing you niggas hate me so much. They keep adding words to what wasn't said.
All right.
Because if those words exist, them clips would have been everywhere.
Do you think it's a possibility, since you did roll Big U at the point, if they got Big U under the
Hey, slow down, bro. I don't run with no nigga.
No, but y'all used
a lot of people because it happened to Big U. A lot of people, you gotta understand, why did Big U get knocked off? If Big U actually got knocked off because of what WACK 100 was doing, then WACK 100 he will get I guess the karma or whatever the case that y'all want to see, it will occur, if that's what happened, but if Big U actually got knocked off because of his own fucking situations, the more that you're just wishing that it happened on WACK, that you want the same thing to happen for WACK, it probably won't happen, because Big U actually got knocked off because he put himself in his own situation, GG. You know what I'm saying? But since they was running together, niggas saying like, you know a lot, you know a lot about what Big U was doing because you was running with him, nigga.
to be cool, y'all.
No. What you saw me do?
Yeah, you have a table. That's what you used to say.
Hold on. What you saw me do with 6ix9ine, what you see me do with.
Yeah, WACK is crazy and shit like that. He did talk to him in the past and shit like that, but it makes it. But a lot of people is trying to have WACK in the same predicament as Big U, and that's what the fuck I get from all this, all the questions and everything that's going on and situations. These niggas like, yo, WACK, you're doing it too. Look at what happened with Oscar De La Hoya, what happened with Kim K, what happened with this, what happened with that, and they doing the same shit that WACK was doing to Big U, but they trying to do it to WACK 100 because they're like, yo, WACK just did this to Big U, and no one's saying nothing about him, so we about to do the same shit to him. But everything that this dude was that WACK 100 was saying, ain't no time things, ain't no stamps, ain't no cases on that, ain't no shit. It's just him and niggas, and then Kanye probably saying and everybody else saying that he was helping him, shit like that. So it's all different, GG. But they actually trying to get him knocked off the same way.
Every other dude I do business with, even yourself, Troy Ave, all this shit. You saw me with Troy Ave at your spot. You saw me at Troy Ave in the motherfucking.
What's good, Yada?
What's poppin', bro? What's the vibes? Salute. What's goody?
Ain't shit. How's your day going? What's criminating?
It's going smooth, bro. It's going smooth. You see where I'm at, nigga? MDC, Los Angeles, nigga. Get here, boy.
Well, so what's going on with Big U in there? Let me know what's going on over there.
Listen, you don't want to see Big U. Okay, I talked to my LA correspondent.
Yeah.
They calling them Big Yusufa in the building, bro.
Big
Yusufa. You don't want to see him in that building, bro. You don't want to see Big U, son. Nigga he's 6'5". He been doing kung fu since he been 5, and he was 6'5" since he was 5. So it's just too much, man.
What's going on? What's going on with your boy Loose Cannon and Freak Baby? I heard they got into their little fight.
We ain't get into no fight, man.
I heard they're not in the same cell no more, nigga.
They ain't never been in the same cell, bro.
Oh yeah?
They ain't never been in the same cell.
But
they ain't never been in the same cell, especially In the paperwork, you can see that they ain't gonna put them in the same cell, bro. They're keeping them all separate. Because I read the paperwork earlier today when I was reading the case file of this case of the detention order and all that stuff. You read that?
Yeah. So what you think? What do you think Luce is trying to indicate? Because he's saying that they got into the fight. Luce told his wife that on the phone.
That's all content, bro. That's content, bro.
You finish it?
Because if they did fight, why would they talk about that? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, you're in a RICO, bro. Everything that you say and do will be used against you. We hear that from regular streets, lower level crimes. But when it's on that level, for real, it's most definitely going to be used against you. So much so, we seen Big U said two things. He said in 2 videos before he went to jail. He ain't say told everybody don't deal with Brick and Loose. He didn't even tell nobody that. That people said that he ushered his people and his fans not to deal with his co-defendants and all that. Kind of looking like an obstruction charge, bro. This is how much they own it, and they own everybody. So they don't want anybody playing no games.
Loose Cannon saying that he fought with Break Baby because of the situation where Break Baby was saying about the when he was saying that he's done dealing with the cops. When he was saying about the baby mama situation, that he's done dealing with the cops on the thing. But he said that he was saying that because they was going through some arrangement with the lawsuit and custody of the kids. So he said he's done doing what the cops was saying to do because he's talking about the custody of the kids and everything that was going on that it had nothing to do with that. But they said that's why the argument occurred and he had to explain all that shit.
Rest of you in jail. I'm not putting nothing past anything happening, bro. Best friends, brothers, it don't matter, bro. You in jail. Tension is high.
They said they're good now, though. They said they're good now because he explained it like that.
They've always been good, bro. To me, I think they've always been good. Why would you be fighting with your co-defendant right now? And if you are fighting with your co-defendant, you're not going to publicize that you're fighting with your co-defendant in a case, bro. Come on, son. They will come over that shit and move your ass up out over there, son. Y'all niggas will be separated. You'll be on the east wing. I niggas be on the west wing, bro, like the TV show, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro. They're not playing with none of that. Everybody in this building, bro, people got real time, son. Niggas ain't in here just running around beefing, son. Niggas in here chilling with pots, cooking food, and all that, bro. Niggas got phones, everything in here, son. Niggas ain't.
But them niggas is still creating contact. Them niggas is still creating contact. Them niggas is still on the phone. They live in the shit. They are saying a lot of shit that's going on in there, more than anybody else. I never seen this shit before.
I never seen that at all, bro. Live from the fed. This is nuts.
That's 60 days in,
bro. That shit is nuts.
And the feds, though. 60 days
Live
in
from
the
the feds is crazy. Live from the feds.
What's good, Dada? What's popping? What's popping, Dada?
Yo, Uda, salute. Yo, Uda, what's the name of that music video you did? The Uda the Shooter. The Uda the Shooter.
Uda the Shooter, Dada.
Uda got bars, bro. Like, yo, I fuck with that. I can't find the song, Uda.
That's a fact. You're looking for the Uda?
The Uda song.
I know, but Uda's a mannequin right now.
He's what?
He's a mannequin.
Uda's a mannequin? Oh, shit. I thought that was Uda right there. Chill, that's crazy. I thought, so what's really going on, bro? We need some understanding for the understandings, bro.
Hit the back. Hit my jack. Hit my jack real quick. Hit my jack because I'll do something real quick.
But you know, like I said, man, at the end of the day, like I said, man, because what I did on my channel, you know what I do on my channel, bro. I don't be on no this, that, or who are rat and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do is just get to the paperwork, bro. And when you get into the paperwork, not even just that case, I have read a couple of other cases on my channel. So I read like 3 cases. And 3 cases that I read, like, boom, like I could show them to y'all too. Like, you know, when I come over here, shit that I do over there, I bring right to you too. So the same shit.
Yeah.
You know how I be on it, bro. And like this goes for anybody that's watching me, bro. That's the type of energy, not just because I know Rizzy, but I met Rizzy from here just like y'all. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need me to come and pop up and talk about some shit, bro, I'm on that type of vibe with all my people, bro. That's the type of shit. I ain't on no stush bougie shit like that. I hate when people move like that, bro. Like we want information. That's it.
That's right. That's a fact. Do you feel like WACK 100's next? I don't know. Them niggas is solid.
Listen, man, you ever play Monopoly with somebody back in the days, Rizzy? Back in the days, we was playing Monopoly. We going around Boardwalk collecting $200, all kind of shit going on, yo, bro. We making a bargain for Boardwalk Park Place. Mad things happening. Bro, we keep landing on this. We said we get community test chance. We done shuffled the deck. Yo, where to get out of jail free cards at? WACK 100 got him the whole damn time. He done stole the get out of jail free cards out the deck. He got both of them. He got the one out of the community chance pack, and he got the one out of the next pack, bro. He got them both. He's one of them people, bro. He got 2 get out of jail free cards, bro, and he ain't used them yet, bro. He ain't used them, son.
That's a fact. That's a 50. That's a 50.
But a lot of people talking about now. This is what's going on.
Yo, it's criminate. Who that? Money? That's money?
Yeah.
Man, I never. Why you back out? You over there fucking. I didn't know that was you, GG. Come back up, money. Yo, money, come back up. Dada. Come back up.
No, now, because I'm going to do a video. I was going to do a video on it, but, you know what I mean? I come over here and chop with you before I even do my video about it. You know what I mean? Because,
Yo, what's good, money, nigga?
People talking about, all right,
I never seen you before. This is money?
What's good, nigga?
Money?
Yeah.
Where you from, money?
PR.
Nah, this ain't money, nigga. This ain't money. Money ain't from PR, nigga. Money's from some money. Where you from, money?
All right.
Yo, money, what's good with you, nigga? What's poppin'? Now you showing yourself,
Ain't shit.
nigga?
Ain't shit. Chilling, B. Chilling, GG.
Nigga, I'm on to know, nigga, is this really the nigga money from the other? Cause you changed your name, nigga. Is this DJ Money or no?
Nigga,
is this DJ Money or no? Cause it's Money GG now. I don't know if this is DJ Money, the dada. Who this, nigga? What's good, money? Yo, money, stop acting funny, nigga. Speak, nigga. Speak.
What's good? What's good? What's good, GG? What's good, GG?
Where you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, nigga.
You're from Brooklyn? So this ain't fucking money that I be talking to, nigga. Money from South Central, nigga. So you from Brooklyn? What's poppin', Dandada? Huh?
What's good, Dandada?
What's good, Dandada? What's good? What's criminating, nigga? Speak to me, nigga. You just over here acting funny as hell, nigga. What's poppin'?
I'm here chilling. Smoking a blunt.
You on this WACK shit?
Yeah.
Why you moving around so much? You nervous, motherfucker?
Nervous about what?
That's what I'm saying. You're in Brooklyn?
Nah.
Nigga, what the fuck? Where you at?
Where you at?
Who this?
Huh?
Who is this?
It's Rich Money.
Rich Money? From where, nigga?
Yeah. From PR, from Puerto Rico.
Oh, you stupid motherfucker. You sound, you're a corn cat. But yeah, that's how you get up. Yeah, you have me think, nigga. You have me think. I can't even see that's you, nigga, because I can actually see you right there, nigga. You're funny as hell.
You thought I was a DJ.
Yeah, because some nigga named DJ Money does not be come over here trolling me and shit like that. That's why I took you. I was like, what the fuck is this? Let's see. I'm about to play this shit though. Thuggin'.
Free nigga might bust case. Nigga might come on. I'm not saying that he might not and he can't.
Yo, you better make sure that you on this time at fucking 9 o'clock at night. You heard? Cause that's when the shenanigans start, nigga. That's when niggas gonna need your ass, nigga. So you know how to hit it, you know how to come up and all that good shit.
I know how to come up now. Now I know how to come up. So I'm gonna hit you. then.
I mean, you can stay if you want, but I'm just
yeah. I'm about to watch some shit right now. hit me.
Might involve some talent to come home though. Might involve some talent. But what I'm saying
a lot of talent.
Yeah, it's gonna involve some talent. But regardless of the fact, son, this is why I read 2 cases, and now I got 2, 3, 4 more cases that I'm reading, right? And all of these cases that I'm reading, bro, are dealing with the Hobbs Act. Okay, people that were dealt with the Hobbs Act and how they trying you and how they dealing with. So fuck all this shit that we thinking in our head and what we want to make up. No. Because the feds deal with standards, guidelines, and all that. This is how they play with you, bro. So it ain't no, we feel you was a good guy, you change. None of that, bro. They dealing with you just what they got to do. This is how they play. So I'm dealing with a couple of cases. So I got one case where one guy did the Hobbs Acts, the robberies, and all of that. But yet I'm gonna try to. I could probably screen share something to you.
What's the Hobbs? You can screen share if you want.
I could probably screen share something to you as well.
If you want, you could. I mean, you want to bring it up here? You could. If you want to.
I can screen share something to you probably too as well. That's what I'm saying. Because when I went into the Hobbs Act, the one guy case, his name was David Taylor, right? And he was on the case. He wasn't even the header on the case. Let's say it was the person.
What's the Hobbs Act though? What's the Hobbs Act?
The Hobbs Act is what it's dealing with robberies, extortion, the taking of people property, doing things by force, by threatening, and all these things. So the difference between robbery is taken by force in the Hobbs Act. The difference with extortion is taken by threat or abuse of power. So that's what extortion would be legal. Because Hobbs Act, they both cover the Hobbs Act.
Yeah.
Robbery and them, they fall under the same thing, but they're both distinct. They both have their own different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They both fall under 18. You know what I'm saying? So now, when you go into the Hobbs Act now, because it's just like how when I was talking about the Cuffy shit with the furtherance, how Cuffy got the 2 strap charges. Remember? Because Cuffy had a 924C and Cuffy had a 924J. This is good while we get into these cases like this, bro. Because what we learned from that is going to be beneficial to what we want to know in this. Because now, when I was looking at the Hobbs Act now, if you do the Hobbs Act, the robbery now, right? Because one guy got the attempted Hobbs Act. He had 2 attempted, but he had a 924C because a weapon was used. Okay, so when a weapon is used, that's when they give you the 924C charge. So off the rip, they said, all right, cool. For the 2 attempted Hobbs, he got a Hobbs Act. I don't know if his shit attempted or not. I'm talking about Loops. His shit a Hobbs. For the 2 attempted Hobbs Acts, they said, yo, listen, bro, we're going to give you 252.
He got 2 of them?
No, for the guy that I'm talking about, I think Lou's got, 2 charges. I think one of them is a Hobbs, and I don't know if both of them is Hobbs Acts. I think.
Yeah.
I think both of them is. I don't know if one is robbery, and I don't know if one is extortion, because I know he was part of the robbery, but then it seems like he was also a part of the extortion play because he was in the house probably with them too, as the victim said. So they might have lumped him in with the extortion part and lumped him in with Big U with that. So if they did that, that's not good for him. That's not good for him. But look, this guy that I'm telling you about had 2 attempted Hobbs charges, bro, and a 924. So they said, okay, for the 2 attempted Hobbs, because they did a failed robbery, a botched robbery, it didn't go right. They said for the 2 attempted, loose cannon, them shit went right, allegedly. For the 2 botched joints, they said 252 months, bro. Straight. I'm like, what? So I'm like, I went to go see another guy. He didn't even have a weapon. They was like, okay, 51 months is your guidelines like that, but we're gonna go for an upward variant. You know what they gave him? They gave him 120 months. So like 10 years is you getting off. 51 months is you did good. 10 years is you got 10 years. Besides that, they're gonna rock you. So regardless of the fact, they're gonna get something up out of you. They're getting something up out of you, straight up. Or they're gonna get some out of you for Big U because it's all about taking down.
Big U got hit with a couple guns. He was hit with a couple guns in his story, right? And his story,
he got 924s?
Nah, he don't got that. He don't got that.
He got extortion, period. You know what I'm saying?
But
at the end of the day, listen, you don't have to possess the weapon, bro. If I send you with a weapon to go do something, or if you working in the gang or the enterprise, and you doing this to further the gang, regardless. So if me and you all, like, let's say, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Lucy and them is kind of caught up with this. Because if we all go to catch a lick, right? You got the strap, right? We in here, I'm running down, taking shit from people, boom, boom. You got the strap, evening up everybody, making sure everybody evened up. You know what I'm saying? When we all get booked for this shit now, they could still charge me with the 924C too, because I was with you and we all was in furtherance of the same shit, bro. We all came here to further the gang, bro, to further the enterprise. So I don't have to possess the weapon. Look, Cuffy never what weapon he possessed. Look, he got a ghost gun. He still had to cop a plea to that. You see what I'm saying, bro? Once the having or the possession of a weapon at all, bro, just the mentioning of it alone, bro, is the charge in itself. So regardless, if for the Hobbs Acts alone, bro, they stinging you with 51 months from the beginning. From the beginning, 51 months. I read another case right now for you live, bro. Something I'm about to do on my channel. All what I'm telling you now, I'm about to do on my channel. Straight.
I feel like Luce. I don't know if Luce is going to actually tell the Dada since he's calling in the Dada and he actually saying that he was pressing Brick Baby about telling and shit like that. But who knows what the fuck niggas be doing and what kind of contact niggas is creating? Because niggas actually saying that this niggas is a positive like liar the Dada. Luce Cannon the Dada been lying about a lot of things. Go ahead.
They don't trust nobody, bro. Them niggas is cool in there at the end of the day, and Brick Baby's in violation because he's cool with Loose Cannon. That's how that's going, bro. Straight up. Because Loose Cannon been going at Big U. Big U is the leader of a Crip gang. 9 times out of 10, I'm betting that the Crip gang is going to side with Big U, regardless of who the hell they love Loose Cannon to be. Don't matter. So therefore, when Brick Baby even mentioning that he want to be cool with this nigga and he going to have him in his cell, that mean that he is food now. He is a plate. Because why would you be dealing with this nigga? If we was
he
cool.
is the leader, right?
Nigga is the leader of it. What are you talking about? Who's not going to choose his side? He's the leader, bro. They're not choosing you over him. Why would I choose you over him and then get violated, get DP'd and all this other dumb shit? Just for choosing you. You're going to get a D.
You think they look at him like you think they look at that nigga like Tookie or nah? Tookie probably is a better nigga than Big U. What you thinking?
Ain't about what's better.
When it comes out to criminal,
it's not about what's better or what's not, bro. It's about who is in a position, bro. That's it. So you're in a position. When Trump was in it, Trump in there. When Bush in there, Bush in there. When Obama in there, Obama in there. When who in the positions in the position, whether you like it or not, bro. He in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's a fact.
So it don't matter. He there. And that he's the man. So regardless of the fact, and remember, gang really is out in the street, but gang really is in jails. Because when you're doing all these crimes and committing all this shit that you're doing, where the people really at? Gang really moved from inside the pen to the streets. So he's like, yo, bro, he's in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, son. These niggas is like Gotti went in a jail, bro. You know what I'm saying, son? Come on, bro. Got the gang.
I feel like they in jail for talking. The way they was talking, they in jail for talking different, because I'm not trying to say that WACK 100 does the same shit as Big U, but they saying that they was with the future situation or whatever. They ended it. They implicated what's this dude's name? Trick. So damn, you implicated Trick in situations. Yeah, like it seems like you're saying that everybody's doing the same shit, but maybe
now
if
WACK
you
is backtracking.
Yeah. If you say different words and you use
already
different
out
words,
there, and it's already hot. It's already out there. It's already hot. Oz is on mad shit anyway already. So now he's trying to backtrack it. I know he done cook WACK academics behind the scenes, cursed him all the way out because academics is the person that really pushed this line. And that was out there now. And now they making some other stream. They talking about it. Now academics look like he's trying to, like he sucking and slurping and burping over there. I don't know what's going on with it, bro.
Academic, I don't know what academic. Nah, so real shit. DJ Academic seems like he actually he switched up the whole situation. Like he's against WACK 1, like he want to expose them or some shit.
Now he back on this again. Now he back on it. He back on it now. He tried it, but then he didn't go away all the way through with it. Because he ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas scared of WACK 1. He look up to
yeah, I want to say that. He tried it, but he feels like this thing is too tough. Oh shit, this thing is scared of business. Not that he's scared of him, but the way that WACK talks makes him like, oh shit, I can't make him slip up, and he knows that I'm doing this shit, so I don't want to keep blatantly doing it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep blatantly do something on purpose. If the homie's catching on and he's actually, you know what I'm saying, you can't get him mad. You can't fucking, you know what I mean?
He already exposed them though. Yeah, Ack already exposed them, bro. So that's something that, regardless of what, is going to be on people's minds. Regardless if you want to backtrack it, walk it down, it's going to be on people's mind. And then them people, when they hear shit like that, they may be looking into that to see what the hell relevance that is, because this is extortions. You used to be with Big U yourself. And who's to say you wasn't been a part of these plans and all these shit from the date? And then they got you on the audio on Clubhouse You talking about the guy them being beat up and all the other shit that happened at No Jumper, and then you bring the watch to No Jumper. So like, no matter if you're trying to be out the case, you just made yourself so much of an accessory in this case, WACK Granja, that I can understand why people say why he's not involved with it. You know what I mean? Like he like a unindicted co-conspirator, like how Cuffy was saying. That's this nigga. WACK is that nigga unindicted co-conspirator, nigga. Just like how Cuffy said Meech is his, nigga. Well, this is a fact, nigga. We don't know about Meech. This nigga is his unindicted co-conspirator for real, nigga. Fuck all the other dumb shit. Because he was there. He was there when the whole thing kicked off. Blicked off.
I'm about to say, do you feel like Big U knows a lot about WACK 100?
Big U is big. Didn't I just tell you who Big U is, man?
No, I'm saying because Big U, look at WACK is over here talking. That's what that is, the Dada song. WACK ain't no thing. The Dada, we gonna get out of here. GG's the Dada's hyenas, Scuba Dogs, learn from Scuba C. Stay more weird than ever. The Dada's, you heard?